kids who come from privileged backgrounds have a chip on their shoulder. Because of the entitlement, they kind of take themselves a little more seriously, even though they have no reason to. Other people bring this up: you should have done more, you didn't get your due, or why don't we see you more? Then I sit and ponder about why this one didn't cast me, and why this one would have done that. Socially, I know them. Some of them are even my friends. Film also, you have a lot of crap made. And honestly, a few times I have been part of that crap too. That's why I look for better work, because I think the better the work, the happier I get. I am a bit impatient. That's my biggest flaw, I think. I have a very strong streak of being an impatient person.
Hello, everyone. I'm Parul Sharma, and today we have with us the incredibly talented and extremely versatile actor Ranveer Shori. Hi, Ranveer. Welcome to Midday.
Hi, Parul. Thank you for having me.
So, how has the lockdown been treating you?
Lockdown was pretty bad, but fortunately, I have escaped the lockdown, and I am in the US right now for a shoot.
Right.
And things here also are improving.
Yeah.
People are trying to move ahead with their lives with precautions, and that's exactly what we are also doing at our shoot. Taking a lot of precautions. We have a whole COVID compliance unit,
Right.
which oversees all the safety aspects. Of course, actors are a little bit more at risk. I like to say on set that we are also frontline COVID warriors now, because we are risking our lives.
You're the ones without the
out.
masks, actually, at the end of the day. Yeah.
On set, we are the only ones without masks. Everybody
Yeah.
else wears masks. I think if all of us pull together, we can make it through this.
You have pretty much worked with everyone across the board, okay? Be it insiders, outsiders, the whole shebang. Is there really a difference between people who have had the privilege and access and come from certain backgrounds and the people who really struggle to, even get that first into an industry? Or would you say there's like no truth behind that?
No, of course. I think what happens is kids who come from privileged backgrounds have a chip on their shoulder. There's an advantage, disadvantage. They because of the entitlement, they kind of take themselves a little more seriously, even though they have no reason to. But also, then the disadvantage is they have to constantly prove themselves
Yeah.
in that perspective. But I think more than insider outsider, even this thing is not an insider outsider thing. It's about being successful, being privileged, having a certain amount of privilege and power.
Right.
That kind of brings that air.
Starting from Ek Choti Si Love Story back in 2002 up until a Suitable Boy in 2020, which is your latest release. Which project in your career would you say was like really the game changer for you and the thing that sort of put you on the map, after which, you felt like you were recognized for your talent and there was no dearth of work?
It was a week somewhere in, I think, 2006, I think. Khosla Ka Ghosla and Pyar Ke Side Effects released just a week apart. And both of them, I had like comedic parts, supporting roles. They were quite different from each other, although they were supporting and comedic roles. And I think that week kind of changed my life, because it was it was also like a double whammy. One week you have Khosla Ka Ghosla, and the next week you have Pyar Ke Side Effects. Both of them, sorry for saying this myself, I have now like almost have cult status, kind of. I think that's what changed my life. From there on, I've always, they've been ups and downs, but since then I was on the map. I mean, people knew who I am as an actor.
Personally, I would say you've been a part of ton of critically acclaimed as well as box office hits in your career up until now.
I wouldn't say tons, but a few. Yeah.
I'm just gonna rant off the list to just to it. So from Khosla Ka Ghosla, Bheja Fry, Death in the Goons, Manto, Kadvi Hawa, Ek Tha Tiger, Rangbaaz, Son Chidiya, just to name a few. And I feel like either they've been critically acclaimed or they've been like they've done really well at the box office. And you've had something, and as a viewer and someone who thinks you're extremely talented, I feel like you haven't got your due to a certain extent, or at least as much as I think you should have gotten. So I want to know, do you feel the same way at all? Are you content with sort of like your career trajectory till now and where you're at, or is that like does that not bother you at all and you're satisfied?
Yeah, to be honest with you, on a normal day, I don't. I quite enjoy my life. I mean, when I have good work,
Yeah.
because I don't get bothered by these things. But what happens is, when kind people like you and or other people bring this up that that you should have done more, you didn't get your due, or why don't we see you more, then sometimes it kind of pinches me, hurts me a little bit. Then I sit and ponder about why this one didn't cast me, and why this one would have done that these people know I exist, they even socially I know them, some of them are even my friends. So then I start thinking about these things, and that's when that's when the acids start secreting in my body, and I realize what the reasons could be. I mean, one can only speculate. You can't get into people's heads and answer with complete certainty why they don't want to cast you, but
Yes.
one can kind of speculate what the reasons must be. And I always find those reasons are actually got nothing to do with me. They have to do more with the politics of it, or there's sometimes there are human emotions involved, like insecurity, jealousy. This is what I feel. I mean, I'm sure, like I said, I can't say with certainty. I can't get into their head and figure out why they didn't want to cast me. Yeah, then I start thinking about it, and it lasts for a while I think about it, but it's definitely not something which I carry around with me all the time. Mostly, like for example, now I'm shooting one of my favorite series which I've done, Metro Park. We're shooting season 2, and so far, touchwood is going well, and I hope that in spite of the pandemic situation, we are able to finish the shoot without any episode or without any incident. When I'm working, I'm happy. I don't carry that energy with me. So I mean, that maybe that's why I look for better work, because I think the better the work, the happier I get.
Do you think ever that like you can do anything differently, or you could have done anything differently in just generally?
You mean in terms of my work ethic, or you in terms of my performances?
Mix of everything. Like, do you ever feel like you faltered anywhere, and maybe that's why?
Of course. No, I'll be honest with you. I do feel that I am a bit impatient. That's my biggest flaw. I think I have a very strong streak of being an impatient person, and I always try to work on that. Especially at work, I always keep it check. My workspace is like worship for me. So I try to put my best out. So especially in that space, I try to curb this instinct of mine, which is impatience. So yeah, if anything, I wish I was a more patient person.
Yeah, we all do though. So that's okay. You have a very large body of work when it comes to movies, and now an equally big repertoire of web series and shows. Do you have a personal preference between the two mediums? Do you believe that the theatrical experience is somewhere on its way to dying down as OTT kind of comes to the forefront, or what do you feel about it?
Well, I definitely hope not. I mean, that would be such a big tragedy. The theaters dying down. Oh my God. I don't hope so. I don't think so. Theaters are like these temples of cinema, and I hope we can resume them the soonest possible. As far as my own preferences, would be films. Yeah, it would be the theatrical system. But like I've said this in umpteen interviews, the theatrical system is so cornered and so difficult to break through in India.
Right.
Streaming platforms that have come in now are a huge relief. Somewhere they do carry the aesthetic and the values of cinema, as opposed to television, which is just like a audio visual factory. It's a welcome platform, a
Right.
welcome new edition somewhere in between, between TV and between film. Now we have series. So I'm very happy to be part of them, because in the end, I feel it's about storytelling. It's about performances, it's about writing, it's about technical excellence. Any work culture which works towards this, I'm happy to be part of.
Right.
Even when I was doing film, I mean, even in film also, you have a lot of crap made. And honestly, a few times I have been part of that crap too. But that
Right.
was for different compulsions, trying to please people and maybe trying to get a bigger audience, or these kind of compulsions.
Right.
Even in films, I have tried to be part of a work culture where excellence and innovation are the focus. Cinematic excellence is the focus. And I see that culture in the streaming platform series culture as opposed to television. So I'm happy to be part of both. But if you to coming back to your question, I would prefer films.
The trailer of Parivar is hilarious. What was your experience like working with this particular set of people and this particular cast?
I'm sure you can tell from the trailer, it's a fabulous cast. Some amazing actors there. also our director Sagar Bilari, I had worked with him. Last time I worked with him was Beja Fry, I think. He also has a keen sense of humor. And of course, you have actors like Gajraj Rao, Yashpal Sharma, Jiraz. Yeah, these are epic actors. The series itself is a dramedy. It's a family dramedy. It does a take on small town middle class family values, and we had a great time shooting it. There's Sadia Siddiqui in there. There's Anurita.
Yeah,
So-
it's a pretty stellar cast. In the same vein, Ranveer, ensemble casts are no stranger to you. You've invariably managed to steal the limelight in several projects and really made your mark. I want to know what are the challenges and what are the perks of working with an ensemble cast, like the stuff that no one really tells you.
Well, the perks definitely are that you get to share the blame, and if things don't go right. The advantages are, I think, they say there's strength in numbers. When
Yeah.
you a pack of wolves can achieve more than
Yeah.
lone wolf. Yeah, I think when you have an ensemble, and if you have a great synergy between among them, it becomes a formidable thing, especially when you have actors who are this good. So these two, I think, are the biggest advantage and disadvantage of being part of an ensemble. I quite like ensemble because there are so many actors, and it takes more work, more coordination, more rehearsal, but the results are much better.
Lastly, if you could please tell the audience where they can catch Parivar and why it's a show that one must add to their lockdown viewing list.
Well, Parivar is on Disney Hotstar starting September 23rd. It's a really fun and funny family dramedy with a great cast. I hope everybody enjoys it.
Thank you so much for joining us, Ranveer. It's been an absolute pleasure. Good luck for all your future endeavors.
Pleasure's been all mine, Parul. Thank you so much.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.